President Donald Trump has named Ajit Pai, one of the current members of the Federal Communications Commission, to head the agency. Pai is a Republican and is outspoken about his opposition to net neutrality rules, or when internet providers and government regulators treat everyone's internet data equally. The FCC website says Pai was nominated to the agency by former President Barack Obama and was confirmed in 2012. MarketWatch reports Pai was against telecommunications rules pushed by the Obama administration. And he said he intends to take a, quote, weed whacker, unquote, to some FCC net neutrality rules. Many media outlets have painted Pai as a net neutrality villain, but Forbes reports Pai supports the basic principles of net neutrality.
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Hey guys, Nathyn Brandon Masters, Breakfast Club Wednesdays. A lot of attention is being placed on the bills that Donald Trump is signing into law, and a big portion of that focus is on the gutting of the Affordable Care Act, as well as the Dakota Access Pipeline. But something I really want you guys to also keep a focus on, a lot of attention on, and that's net neutrality. And we all know how important net neutrality is right now, especially for those who have a vested interest in it, such as myself and others who earn a living or extra income off of the internet. We understand how important net neutrality is, so that certain groups of people are not told that they have to pay more because of the type of businesses that they run. And where this becomes an issue is because most of the internet service providers are also cable companies as well. So in 2015, ISPs were reclassified as utilities. So they're just like the light company, the gas company, people like that. They provide a service, and this is the rate you pay for that service. And everybody pays, this is what you pay for your various tiers of internet service. You can get your regular internet service, maybe a super fast internet service, a T1 line, but whatever it is, you pay whatever that rate is for that particular service. Now, the reason this is important is because these ISPs are typically owned by cable companies or ran by cable companies. And right now, their biggest competition is online streaming services like Netflix and other services that allow you to get only the things you want and need. Just last year, we stopped, it may have even been in 2015 or so, but we stopped, we killed cable. We were done with it. We're like, okay, this is almost $200 for stations we don't even watch. And this is with basic cable, the bill kept going up and up and up. I think we're paying $150 or something like that. We're paying a good amount of money for basic cable. Well, I said, you know what? Let's get out of the whole cable thing. So we started getting our internet through the phone company, and we just eradicated our cable bill completely. I bought my mom an Apple TV. I bought a Chromecast for myself, and we haven't had a problem since. We literally saved close to $200 a month just with that by itself. So that's a big deal. And the thing about it is the phone bill is a bill you're going to have to pay anyway. So a lot of people are doing this. A lot of people are moving away from cable. If you want HBO, you want those HBO shows, you can get HBO by itself without the cable. What we noticed was that there was a lot of stuff on cable that we just weren't interested in, and we were paying for it and not using it. And that includes HBO, Showtime, and a lot of other stations. When I really want to see a movie or something, I just go rent it. In fact, I can actually go rent movies from the Redbox because I still have a DVD drive in my computer, or I can just stream a movie. I can rent movies from YouTube. I can rent movies from iTunes. Several places. I do have high-speed internet, so there are several places I can rent and watch movies from. High-speed internet is a thing now. The majority of people are streaming at high speeds, so they have the ability to move cable completely out of their life. Unless they're, truly watching everything on. And a lot of people aren't, because a lot of that stuff, like I said, is reruns. There's stuff that you don't really you're not that interested in. Most people have specific areas that they're interested in. There's right now streaming services. If you like horror films, that's your thing. There are streaming services where you can just stream horror films. That's all you stream if that's what you want to do. And that's all you need to pay for. It's that service. There's a ton of stuff on YouTube that you can get for free. There are people like myself who are making all kinds of content for people to watch for free. And yeah, you will have to watch a commercial, but you're watching commercials on TV. Even on cable, basic cable, they still have commercials. If there's no net neutrality, then internet service providers can say to someone like Netflix, hey dude, we're going to charge you more to use our service because you're competing with us. So we can charge, they can charge enough where Netflix has to charge the same amount as cable. And that's a worst case scenario, but they can create a situation where they make it hard for services like Netflix or even YouTube simply because of the fact that you now have to pay more to use our service. And what that could look like is they could say, well, if you're using Netflix, we're going to tack on money to you. We're going to make you pay more for using Netflix or using our service to stream Netflix, or we're going to make you pay more to have to use to be able to use YouTube because you're not watching our cable, you're watching YouTube, or that's one way it could look. Anytime someone has to pay more, it's going to come out of the pocket of the consumer. Okay, whether it's that company having to make up profits and having to charge more, or it's the internet service provider saying we're going to charge you more on top of what you're already paying for internet to do extra things with your internet. So it's always going to come out of our pocket. So, it's something to keep in mind. And corporations don't particularly care about overcharging people or gouging people. You can see that with the cable bills. And how rich are these cable companies? Well, we know that Comcast at one point tried to buy Disney. Now, I don't know if they actually decided, yeah, we really want to buy Disney, or if it's just, we just want to let you know how big and bad we are. Sometimes companies do that just to say, we want you to know who we are. We want you to know that we can make this offer. And Disney is a company that makes billion-dollar offers. So if someone's trying to buy them or says we can buy them, that's a company that's making a lot of money, okay? So keep this in mind. Understand that this is what's going on, and you don't have to take my word for it. And I'm all about that. Don't take just take my word for it or anybody else's word for it. Do your own research and look into it and see, make sure that the information you're getting, even if you're getting it from me or whatever your trusted source is, make sure that that information is correct. Which is another issue, we saw with Google. Google, they were big into Hillary, and they were doing some things that leaned toward her, so you couldn't find certain information. They were caught hiding negative information about Hillary Clinton. There's certain things on YouTube right now that they hide, that they don't necessarily want people to see. So imagine if you could do that just on the internet altogether, where you could have a company that says, I don't like what this person is saying about this politician, or I don't like this information coming out. So the internet service provider itself can say, we're going to come after this person. We're going to stop this person from speaking. It could get to the point where even on something like Facebook or something, they say, well, we're not going to let this person's Facebook page come through our ISP. It can get that. Now, again, that's worst case scenario, but it can go that deep. Everybody kind of controls the information that goes through their system now. Other than that, I just want you to keep your eye open to what's going on. A lot of shady business. Well, it's been shady business from jump, but a lot of shady business going on, and it does affect us. And even what the media focuses on, because CNN, Fox News, all the big terrestrial television has a huge problem with internet and internet streaming and being able to get information from the internet. This is something you see with the whole fake news thing. It's not that they care about fake news. They want to be the people who give you the fake news. It's like, yeah, sometimes the news they give you is 100% true. A lot of times it's not. It's filtered. It's what they want you to hear. And if you can go online and put a lot of information, and let's be real, a lot of people don't do this. A lot of people get the information they want to hear. But some of us go online and we look at information from several different sources to try to see what this source left out, what that source left out, what some sources are blatantly lying about. You know, that's something that we should be free to do in a free society. And more, as things go on and times go on, people want the society to be less of a free society. You know, everybody right now is talking about rights and the rights they don't have. We don't have this right. We don't have that right. But I have a feeling you're really going to be talking about some rights you don't have if we keep going down this road. And it's not going to be like what we have right now is like, you know, we better try to keep something because, you know, we keep going down this road, we're not going to have the right to do anything, especially now with political discourse becoming the way it is and, you know, people being willing to do anything to silence people that they don't like. All right, guys, so you take it easy. Nathyn Brendan Masters, Breakfast Club Wednesdays. Don't forget to check out my vlogging channel. I'll leave a link in the description. And tomorrow we're going to have Bionic Dance, so be here for that. And hasta.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side.